Hello friends, welcome back to the video lesson on electronic measuring instruments. Now let us continue with loading effect on voltage measurement. What actually loading effect says? When the voltmeter resistance is not high as compared to the resistance of the circuit across which it is connected, the measured voltage becomes less. The decrease in voltage may be negligible or it may be appreciable depending on the sensitivity, that is ohms per volt rating, and the input resistance of the voltmeter. It is called as voltmeter loading effect because the voltmeter loads down the circuit across which it is connected. Since input resistance of an electronic voltmeter is very high, loading effect is not a problem in case of electronic voltmeters. When selecting a meter for a certain voltage measurement, it is important to consider the sensitivity of the DC voltmeter. A low sensitivity meter always gives a correct reading when measuring voltages in a low resistance circuit. But it is certain to produce undesirable readings or unreliable readings in a high resistance circuit. So the problem always comes with low sensitivity voltmeters. When we are using low sensitivity voltmeters, we have to take care. They can be used for the measurement of voltages in low resistance circuits, but they cannot be used for the measurement of resistance in high resistance circuits. Because in high resistance circuits, what happens? Because of the low sensitivity of the voltmeter, its internal resistance would be almost similar or equal to, almost very much lower than the resistance of the network. But to measure the voltage, we have to connect the voltmeter in parallel with the network, and we know that when two resistances are connected in parallel, then the equivalent resistance of the parallel combination would be a value which is lesser than the lowest among the two, which is lesser than the lowest among the two. Now, if I want to measure voltage, naturally, as we have seen in the last example, using potential division principle, we have to get the true value. True value here using potential division principle, it has come out to be 25 volts because here the resistance is 2.5 kilo ohms. But when a voltmeter is connected in parallel, the equivalent resistance of these two becomes less than 2.5 kilo ohms. Less than 2.5 kilo ohms. As a result, the total resistance is 5 plus a resistance slightly lesser than 2.5 kilo ohms, obviously the voltage across this also would be lesser compared with the 25 volts. That is what has happened here. We got 23.44 volts. Instead of say 25 kilo ohms, here if it is say 1 mega ohm, let us suppose, the sensitivity of the voltmeter is very high, and let the resistance offered by the voltmeter be 1 mega ohm. In that case, 2.5 in parallel with 1 mega ohm would almost equal to be 2.5 kilo ohms. In that case, the voltage measured by the meter would be approximately equal to 25 volts. So here the problem arised because this is a low resistance circuit and we are using a low resistance, low sensitivity voltmeter. That is why there is an error. So what we have to keep in mind while using a DC voltmeter for voltage measurements, that a low sensitivity voltmeter should always be used for voltage measurements only in low resistance circuits. A high sensitivity meter can also be used in low resistance circuits. It gives a perfect reading, accurate reading. And in case of high resistance circuits, we should never use a low resistance, low sensitivity voltmeter. In case of high resistance circuits, we should never use low sensitivity voltmeters. If we use a low sensitivity voltmeter to measure voltage in a high resistance circuit, then definitely there would be a considerable amount of error in the measurement. That is because of the loading effect. Let us take a simple example. Yes, before going to that, let us define what is voltmeter sensitivity. We are talking about the sensitivity of the voltmeter. Basically, what is the sensitivity of a voltmeter? The sensitivity of a voltmeter, already we have seen this, is the amount of resistance offered by a voltmeter per 1 volt of measurement. It is also equal to the ratio of sum of the meter resistance and multiplier resistance, that is the series resistance, to the full scale deflection in volts, that is meter sensitivity is equal to Rm plus Rs by V, and obviously the units are ohms per volt. It is the amount of resistance offered by the voltmeter for 1 volt measurement, right? Sensitivity, in other words, if we know the full scale deflection current of the basic PMMC movement used in the circuit, then straight away 1 by IFSD, 1 by the full scale deflection current of the basic movement, is the sensitivity of the voltmeter. And we know that 1 by IFSD is nothing but Rs plus Rm by V. So for a given DC voltmeter, if the full scale deflection current of the basic movement used is known, then sensitivity is simply the reciprocal of the IFSD. Or for the given DC voltmeter, if Rs, that is the multiplier resistance and internal resistance of the meter, and the voltage range are known, then obviously Rs plus Rm by V is the sensitivity of the voltmeter. In both ways, we can calculate, or we can identify, or we can find out the sensitivity of the voltmeter. Now, let us check a simple example problem. It is desired to measure the voltage across 50 kilo ohms resistance in the circuit of figure shown of the figure 1. Two voltmeters are available for the measurement. To measure the voltage, two voltmeters are available. One is having 1 kilo ohm per volt sensitivity, and the other is having 20 kilo ohms per volt. So the first voltmeter with 1 kilo ohm per volt is lower sensitivity voltmeter compared with the second voltmeter with a sensitivity of 20 kilo ohms per volt. Obviously, according to the previous analysis what we made and the conclusion what we arrived at, using the first voltmeter, there would be considerable error in the measurement of voltage when compared with the error in voltage measurement using the second voltmeter. Is that clear? So the first meter produces more error in the measurement when compared with the second meter, because the sensitivity of the first voltmeter is lesser compared with the second one by almost 20 times. First one is 1 kilo ohm per volt, second one is 20 kilo ohms per volt. And both are being used in 50 volts range, 0 to 50 volts range. So calculate the reading of each meter. That is the first one. Question is calculate the reading of each meter, and the second one is the error in each reading expressed as a percentage of true value. So this clearly tells the effect of loading effect, the effect of loading of a voltmeter in voltage measurements. Now see what happens. Here it is clearly given that both voltmeters are being operated in 0 to 50 volts range. So in the 0 to 50 volts range, the first voltmeter do exhibit 50 volts into 1 kilo ohm per volt, that is 50 kilo ohms resistance. The second meter in 50 volts range exhibits 50 into 20 kilo ohms per volt, that is 1 mega ohm. So in 50 volts range, the internal resistance of the meter of the voltmeter 1 is 50 kilo ohms, and The internal resistance of the second meter is 1 mega ohm. And now look into the circuit and applying voltage division principle. What is the voltage across 50 kilo ohms? As you can see here, 150 volts is the total supply voltage, and the total circuit resistance excluding voltmeter is 150 kilo ohms. So the current flowing through the loop is 150 divided by 150 kilo ohms. That is 1 milliampere. 1 milliampere is the current flowing through the circuit. Now we are interested in the voltage measurement across 50 kilo ohms. So first let us try to find out what is the voltage across 50 kilo ohms. Voltage across 50 kilo ohms having 1 milliampere current flowing through it is equal to 50 kilo ohms into 1 milliampere. That means 50 into 10 power 3 into 1 into 10 power minus 3. 10 power 3 and 10 power minus 3 gets cancelled out. So the voltage across 50 kilo ohms resistance is 50 volts. So obviously the voltage across the 100 kilo ohm resistance is 100 into 10 power 3 into 1 into 10 power minus 3, that is 100 volts. So out of 150 volts in the supply, 100 volts would be dropped across 100 kilo ohms resistance, and 50 volts would be dropped across 50 kilo ohms resistance. And this 50 volts we have to measure using an external voltmeter having two different sensitivities. The first meter having a sensitivity of 1 kilo ohm per volt in 50 volts range exhibits 50 kilo ohms resistance, and the second meter exhibits, as I told, 1 mega ohm. Now here, connecting the meter across the 50 kilo ohm resistance causes the equivalent parallel resistance to be decreased to 25 kilo ohms. That means here this is 50 kilo ohms, and in parallel a voltmeter with 50 kilo ohms resistance is placed. So what is the equivalent resistance? The equivalent resistance will come out to be R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. That is the formula. So R1 is 50, R2 is 50 divided by R1 R2. R1 plus R2. R1 is 50 plus R2 is 50. That is 100. So what is the equivalent resistance? It has to be 25 kilo ohms. That is why it is given here. Connecting the meter across the 50 kilo ohm resistance causes the equivalent parallel resistance to be decreased to 25 kilo ohms, and the total circuit resistance to be 125 kilo ohms. Here 50 in parallel with 50 has become 25. Now the total circuit resistance is 100k here, 25k here, 125k. When 125k is the total resistance, once again by using voltage division principle, first let us find out the current. Current is 150 by 100 plus 25, 125k. So 150 volts by 125k is the current. That current how much it would be? Let me check it out. 150 by 125. It is 1.2 milliamperes. 1.2 milliamperes current will flow in this direction. Now with 1.2 milliamperes current flowing here, 25 kilo ohms here, what would be the drop? Drop would be obviously 1.2 into 25. It will be 30 volts. So instead of showing 50 volts, because of the low sensitivity and loading of the voltmeter simply shows 30 volts instead of 50 volts. So the measurement is in error by 20 volts. It has to measure 50, instead it has given a value of 30. So the amount of error is true value minus indicated value, that is 20. What would be the percentage error? Percentage error is true value is 50 minus indicated value is 30 divided by true value is 50 into 100. So the measurement is in error by 40%. That is quite a big value, and it is not desirable to have that much of percentage error in any measurement. So the use of first voltmeter is not suggested. The use of first voltmeter with a sensitivity of 1 kilo ohm per volt is not suggested in this measurement because it is producing 40% error. Now let us check with the second one. Second one, as I told already, in 50 volts range, the sensitivity being 20 kilo ohms per volt, it will offer an internal resistance of 1 mega ohm. That is, when the meter is connected now, here the internal resistance would be 1 mega ohm. 1 mega in the sense 1000 kilo ohms, isn't it? 1000 kilo ohms. What would be the equivalent resistance then? R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Let both be in kilo ohms, so we need not consider about the kilo ohms part. Simply let us calculate it as R1 is 50 into R2 is 1000 by R1 plus R2, that is 10,050. Sorry, 1050. This much is the internal resistance. So in the second case, the internal resistance in this circuit, the equivalent resistance would be 47.6. 47.6. Let us reduce it to a single digit. Even if 9 is reduced, the next digit will come out to be 2. So 2 can always be neglected. So 47.6, let it be. So one is 100 kilo ohms, the other one is 47.6 kilo ohms. What is the total circuit resistance? 100 plus 47.6. So that is 147.6. So 147.6 is the total circuit resistance. What is the corresponding current? The corresponding current is 150 divided by 147.6. that is 1.016. So this is the amount of current in milliamperes flowing through the circuit. So with 1.01 current flowing through in this direction and having 47.6 kilo ohms here, what is the drop here? The drop would be into 47.6. So that is 48.37 or simply 48.4 you can write. So instead of 50 volts, the meter having a sensitivity of 20 kilo ohms per volt will indicate a value of 48.4. Now what is the amount of error? The amount of error is the true value is 50 minus indicated value is 48.4, that is 1.6. 1.6 is the amount of error divided by true value is 50 into 100. This is the percentage error. So percentage error in the second case is very low or very nominal, that is 3.2%. When compared with the first case, it is 40%. So using first meter, the percentage error is 40%. This is because the sensitivity of the meter is very low. And using the second meter, the error is only 3.2%. This is because the sensitivity is high in the second case. Still, a higher sensitivity meter is used. Suppose instead of 20 kilo ohms per volt, if 100 kilo ohms per volt or 1 mega ohm per volt meters are used, then even this much error also would not be available. The meter might show exactly 49.9999 or even 50 volts. So this is all about the this is all about the loading effect of voltmeter in voltage measurements. So what we have to observe here clearly is two points are to be kept in mind. First thing, the sensitivity of a voltmeter is 1 by reciprocal of is the sensitivity of a voltmeter is the reciprocal of the full scale deflection current of the basic movement used, and the second one is a low sensitivity voltmeter can be used in voltage measurements in low resistance circuits, but a low sensitivity voltmeter should not be used for voltage measurements in high resistance circuits. If a low sensitivity voltmeter is used in high resistance circuits for voltage measurement, then due to loading effect, the error in the measured value will be very high. So the measurement will be in error by a large percentage, as high as 40%, as we have seen in this example. So in the first case it is 40%, and in the second case it is simply 3.28%. So this is, so once again it has been clearly mentioned, a low sensitivity meter may give correct readings when measuring low voltages in low resistance circuits. but it produces very unreliable readings in high resistance circuits. Voltmeter connected across 2 points in a highly resistive circuit acts as a shunt resistance that reduces the equivalent resistance. The meter will give a lower indication than the actual value. This is called as loading effect. In general, when the load resistance across which a voltmeter is connected In general, when the load resistance across which a voltmeter is connected is in comparison with voltmeter internal resistance, loading effect is experienced. In other words, the internal resistance of the voltmeter should be as high as possible to avoid the loading effect. This is what is the conclusion. The internal resistance of the voltmeter should be very high. But naturally, the internal resistance, it is not fixed for a voltmeter. It depends upon the voltage range for which it has been used. So depending upon the voltage range, the same voltmeter having the same sensitivity will exhibit different internal resistances, because the internal resistance is nothing but sensitivity of the voltmeter into the voltage range. So generally what we have to conclude is we should use a high sensitivity voltmeter. Another example is given here. A simple series circuit of R1 and R2 is connected to a 100 volts DC source. If the voltage across R2 is to be measured by a voltmeter having a sensitivity of 1 kilo ohm per volt and a sensitivity of 20 kilo ohm per volt. Here, the voltmeter's sensitivity is the same as used in the previous example, but the circuit is slightly different. In the previous case, here 150 volts, and here it is 100 volts, 100 kilo ohms, and here it is 50 kilo ohms. Now, in this example, it is given as 10K and 10K. So, obviously, by voltage division principle, when 100 volts is used, there would be a drop of 50 volts here and another 50 volts here. So in 50 volts range, first meter exhibits a resistance of 50 kilo ohms. So the equivalent resistance is 10 kilo ohm in parallel with 50 kilo ohms. That is 10 into 50 by 10 plus 50, that is 8.33 kilo ohms. We know that the voltage across the total combination is V1 is R equal by R1 plus R2, that is 45.43 volts. The voltmeter with a sensitivity of 100 ohms per volt will indicate 45.43 volts. Using the other meter, the internal resistance is 1000 mega ohms on its 50 volts range. So R equivalent is 10 kilo ohm, that is the original resistance, into 1 mega ohm, that is the resistance of the voltmeter. 10K into 1 mega ohm by 10K plus 1 mega ohm, that comes out to be 9.9 kilo ohms. So with 9.9 kilo ohms, according to voltage division principle, the voltage measured by the voltmeter would be approximately 49.74. So in the first case, it is 45.43, and in the second case, it is 49.74. So the meter with the meter with higher sensitivity is giving more accurate value when compared with the meter having lesser sensitivity. I think it is clear about loading effect on voltage measurement. loading effect of a voltmeter on voltage measurement. Next, in the next class, we will discuss about rectifier type instruments. Okay, one more topic here is precautions to be taken while using voltmeters. Place the voltmeter across the circuit component whose voltage is to be measured. In parallel, we have to connect. Then, when using a multi-range voltmeter, always use the highest voltage range and then decrease the range until a good upscale reading is obtained. Once again, as in case of multi-range meters, here also, when you are using a multi-range voltmeter, because we do not know what is the actual value of voltage, always we have to start with the highest voltage range. And to get better accuracy, go on reducing the range till we get more than half scale reading. Then third one, always be aware of loading effect. This is not the case with ammeters, but in case of voltmeters, because they are connected in parallel and there is every possibility that the parallel combination of resistors would disturb the circuit, we have to always keep the loading effect in mind. So this is all about voltmeters and usage of voltmeters and loading effect of voltmeters. In the next class, we will discuss about another type of measuring instruments, that is rectifier type of instruments. This is all about voltage measurements. Thank you.